Today I am going to be sharing with you 10 things that I learned in college. Hi and welcome back to my channel. So if you don't know, I just finished my 7th semester in college and I have one more to go before I graduate. So of course I learned a lot in college academics wise, but I wanted to share with you 10 things that I learned about everyday life. I feel like I really grew up and kind of discovered myself in college, and these 10 things definitely contributed to it. So the first thing is get involved. You could come to college and spend all of your days studying and just focusing on your classes, which is still great, but you want to have a life outside of your classes. There are literally so many things that you can get involved in. You will definitely find something that you will like. For example, if you are a freshman and you live in the dorms, you could meet up with some friends in the lounge and just hang out. You could meet up with some friends and go to the gym together. Something as simple as that I would consider as getting involved. You could do something more organized, like join a student org. You could join a campus ministry. You could get a job. There are so many different ways to get involved. Honestly, I met the majority of my friends outside of my classes just by getting involved in various things. Your classes are great, and yes, it's ultimately the reason that you go to college, but you're not going to have a well-rounded college experience if you don't get involved in things outside of your classes. Number 2 is stay true to yourself. Everyone changes in college. You change as a person every year that you live. It's just how it works. But if there are some core morals and principles that you don't want to give up, you don't have to. For example, a lot of people in college like to go to the bars, they like to drink, they like to party, but if that's not something that you want to do, be true to yourself, stay true to yourself. You don't have to do that. You don't need to be peer pressured. You can say no. If you don't want to go to the bars or party on the weekends, there's other people that are also in your shoes, and you will find your people. Let's say you want to stay inside and have a movie night or play board games or something. You will find friends that have similar interests to you. Number 3 is friends will come and go. Unfortunately, in many cases, your freshman roommate probably isn't going to be your best friend all through college. The people that live on your floor your freshman year, you might be friends with them that year, but you might never end up speaking to them again, and that is totally okay. You can meet people in your classes, you can meet people at the things that you're involved in, you can meet people at work. You will have different friends every year, and I think that's totally okay. If you do have friends from freshman year, perfect. If you don't, and you have friends that you met junior year and you're a senior, totally fine too. They will come and go. Don't expect to be friends with someone for your whole college career. It may happen, but it may not. Number 4 is don't compare yourself to others. Everyone has a completely different college experience. I have some friends that graduated college in 3 years. I have some friends that graduated in 6 years. I have some friends that have multiple majors and multiple minors, and other people that just have one major. Your college experience is tailored to you, and you should not compare yourself to other people. You may be taking 18 credits and be involved in 5 different student organizations, and someone else might be in only 12 credits and be in maybe 1 or 2 organizations, or they have a job. Everyone is different, and you shouldn't compare yourself to someone else. Number 5, you learn how to adult, kind of. So for example, before going to college, the thought of having to call like a cable company or internet company or something like that to talk about my bill, never something I would ever think I would be able to do. Now it's just something on my to-do list. Oh, I need to call the cable company to ask them a question about my bill. And I feel like that's just something that I learned in college, like basic adulting skills on how to handle situations like that you would never know how to do in high school. You'll probably rent your first house or apartment, something that you would never do in high school, but a very good life skill going forward after college. You're probably buying your own groceries at some point. You're cooking your own meals. Just basic life skills that you don't even think about developing in college when you're living on your own. And they're actually really helpful. Like, I really feel like I grew up a lot in college just by living on my own and developing these basic life skills. Number 6, find time for yourself. College students are so busy, and it's very important to have time for yourself. Find something that you really enjoy. For example, maybe you give yourself Sunday mornings. Every single week between 9 a.m. and noon on Sundays, it's your time. Don't think about homework, don't schedule a work shift, just do something that you want to do. You could watch a TV show that you love to watch on your own. You could go shopping at a store that you love. You could read a book that you've been wanting to read. Just make sure it's something that you enjoy and make sure you schedule it in so that you make sure you have time for it. Number 7, everyone fails once in a while. College is hard. You might fail an assignment, you might fail a test. Everyone is going to fail at some point in college, but that does not make you a failure. You can be upset about failing, but just know it doesn't define you. You will still graduate college, and everyone is in the same boat. Similar to that is number 8. It is okay to switch majors. I, along with many of my friends, have switched our majors. We came into college as freshmen wanting to study something else, and we totally changed our minds halfway through, and that is totally fine. Luckily for me, when I switched, I didn't lose any time, so I could still graduate on time, but I do have friends that ended up going more years than they planned, just to make sure they chose a major that worked for them. You're not a failure if you choose to change your major. Like I said, most people that I know did change their major. And don't get upset if you've been planning to be something your whole life and it doesn't work out. Make sure you find something that you will enjoy. Number 9, college is not like high school. So I think that I went to a pretty good high school that was pretty challenging and was supposed to prepare me for college. And while I did learn some pretty good skills, college is hard. In high school, most of your learning takes place at school in class, and in college, most of your learning takes place outside of class. You need to be more self-disciplined to make sure that you get everything done that you need to, and to make sure you learn everything that you need to. And number 10 is live in the moment. No matter how long you go to college, it is not gonna feel long enough. I have one more semester, and thinking about being a real adult after this semester is so crazy. I feel like college just blew by, and as much as I want to graduate, I feel like I'm gonna miss some of the unique college things like student organizations and just having so much freedom to choose your schedule. Don't constantly think about the future. Don't think about what job you're gonna have. Don't think about graduating. Just don't always think about the future. It's okay to think about what job you could have and what you're gonna do after graduation, but don't only focus on that. Focus on the friends that you have now, the classes you have now, the activities that you're doing now, because soon they're gonna be gone. So outside of my academics, these are some things that I learned in college, and I hope that whether you're in college or you're going to college soon, you use these tips and apply them to your college experience, and hopefully you come out of college learning these things as well. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification button down below, and I will see you all in the next one.